Pranam Gurudev.
Pranam.
We have long heard the name of sage Patanjali, who is celebrated for his Yoga Sutras. In the very first verse, he says, Atha Yoganusasanam, which means now begins the yogic discipline. What is actually yogic discipline? What does he mean by the discipline of yoga? Would you please throw some light on that?
Yes, very serious question. Patanjali, not only from Hindu perspective, but from the world civilization perspective, he seems to me to be one of the most important person. Even Einstein would study Patanjali. He showed it in his laboratory that he studies Patanjali as well. So Patanjali has become important because he has introduced the science of yoga. And what is the science of yoga? This may not call it science. Why it is called a science? The word science virtually means action and reaction. Any action and reaction. If we find the exact reaction, it becomes a science. So yoga is combination and its reaction. Everything is going on in the whole world, things are going on by yoga. The seed is combined with the earth and then the plant comes out. The rice is applied, the fire is applied on rice and the rice becomes cooked rice. This way everything is going on. Teacher and student, this combination makes knowledge. So this way, here the verse, first verse, Yoganushashanam, this verse is of Samadhipad, the first pada, chapter. Pada means chapter, Samadhipad. Yoganushashanam. He has mentioned the word Yoganushashanam, the discipline. Everything in this world is going on with some discipline. Without discipline, nothing is there. Science has a discipline, education has discipline, army people have discipline, everything, officials have discipline. And if you look at the nature, if you look at phenomena, the cosmic, cosmogony, then we find the discipline, tremendous discipline. And the vast universe, this space, and so many planets, so many planets, galaxies. So all these are in certain discipline moving on. Centrifugal and centripetal force, gravitational force. This gravitational force, long ago the Hindu sages, they have discovered the gravitation. They have discovered gravitation. And not only that, they knew about centrifugal and centripetal force. Like Rishi Kapil, he says in his Shankar philosophy, Kapil is earlier than Patanjali. He says Sanchar and Pratisanchar Dhara. The universe is moving in Sanchar and Pratisanchar. Sanchar means centrifugal and centripetal is Pratisanchar. These two forces are controlling the whole universe. So there is discipline. Without discipline, nothing can exist in the universe. And if you look at the nature, you see everything in season comes in right time. Season comes in right time. Trees produce fruits in right time. The birds coo, make music in the right season. And the season gives rain and it gives sun. It gives so many kinds of things, flowers, fruits. So these are external phenomenal discipline. But yogic discipline, what is Patanjali is going to say, as yogic discipline is something different. I am coming to your answer now. It's something different. It is connected with mind. Almost all the animals have mind. All the birds have mind. Animals and birds. They need not practice this yogic discipline. But human beings, being so near to God, so near to truth, so near to Kaivalya, freedom, internal freedom, need certain discipline. This discipline is something different. It is first of all, it needs concentration of mind. So yoga discipline, the yoga is combined how to make the mind combined, how to make the mind one-pointed, single-minded, single point. That is actually yoganushasana. Begins with yoganushasana, the discipline of yoga.
Gurudev, in the very second verse of Yoga Sutra, Patanjali says, Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha, which means the science of yoga is defined as controlling the tendencies of mind. So these are two words, Chitta Vritti and Nirodha. Gurudev, could you please explain them in short?
Yeah, sure. Yoga is a science, already mentioned. It is a science because it gives the answer of the question, the eternal question, the why we are here for. What is the purpose we are living here in this world? That is a question, because every day you see sunrises and sunsets, days come, days pass, season comes, seasons pass. You know, everything is coming and passing, coming and passing. In this very great phenomena of coming and passing, what is our value? Why we are here? What is our duty? What is our duty, main duty? It is here. Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. What is yoga? Just now we have talked about. What is yoga? Yoga is Chitta Vritti Nirodha. The propensities of the mind have to be controlled. What is yoga? The controlling the propensities of the mind, controlling the tendencies of the mind. Various tendencies. The mind has infinite tendencies. Every day, every moment, certain tendency is forcing in you, certain propensity. Sometimes anger, sometimes greed, sometimes lust, some what and what not, jealousy, all sorts of propensities. It is it's like a whirlpool. The river which has a lot of whirlpool is very difficult to swim, because you do not know when in which whirlpool you will fall. So the world is like a whirlpool. World is like a river. It has a lot of whirlpool, So these things create whirlpool in the mind. The mind gets attached to materials and infatuated to materials. The Gita also says, Dhayate Vishana Pungsha Sangasteshu Payate. If you go on thinking on the material things constantly, then you will get attachment. Sangat Sanjayate Kamo, and from attachment comes desire, lust, longing. Kamat Krodha bhi jayate. Then if the desire not fulfilled, then tension. Krodha bhavati sammoha. From tension comes delusion. Sammoha siti vibhrama. When delusion is coming, delusion came, then the great words of the great men and great words of the scriptures, they're all lost. They're all muddled. You don't see what is there underneath the water. It is muddled. This is muddled. Sammaha siti vibhama, siti brahmshat buddhinasa. When this memory is gone, real memory is gone, memory of the right persons, feeling of the way, the right track, when it is forgotten, then buddhinasa. You have lost your buddhi, and buddhi is your strength. Buddhim jasya balam tasya. Buddhi, intelligence, your intelligence, Right intelligence is in the right track. Right intelligence takes you to right track, and it is lost. So, propensities are very difficult thing to control. Every day, even in sleep, all sorts of dreams come, all sorts of propensities suffer. People suffer from different propensities. So, uh, this is to be controlled. Minimized, slowly. Not a day, one day, not a year. For years working, slowly, you will make your mind tranquil. Only you have to have awareness. What kind of work you are doing is not important. Do your profession, do whatever you are doing, but you have to be aware all the time that I must save myself from the evil propensities, distracting propensities. There are certain propensities which give you concentration, there are certain propensities which give you distraction. So always save yourself from the distraction. And propensities have to be nirodha. Good, bad, both propensities have to be controlled. Finally, nirodha. Nirodha is a very important thing. This nirodha means complete control, complete victory over your mind. Complete victory over your mind. That is the success of your life. Not that you become a millionaire or you have 20 motor cars, expensive motor cars, or a massive building. No, when you have complete control over your mind, you are successful in life. That is the point. And mind has 5 phases, they say. 5 phases. Chitta, Mula, Vikshipta, Nirodha, Ekagra, Nirodha. Chitta, Mula, Vikshipta, Ekagra, Nirodha. Chitta means restlessness, excessive restlessness. There are some people, talk. They don't know what they are talking, but they go on talking. Very restless mind. Mula means no capacity to understand. The capacity for understanding is blocked, seized. Then Vikshipta is a state, general people have Vikshipta state, work for a time and then get distracted and then go to some taking tea or smoking or so and so. They do that. So sometime working with concentration, having concentration and then not having and not having. This is Vikshipta avastha. Chitta Mula Vikshipta. Nirodha, Ekagra, Nirodha. Then by practice, it gets Ekagra. And in one subject he can continue for a longer time, as long as he wants. Then comes Nirodha. Then Nirodha is easy. Controlling is easy. And when you control the mind, is a Nirodha avastha. So these are the 2 things I have explained: propensities and Nirodha. And discipline.
Discipline. Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you.
Is there any cross question, Deepak?
It's very clear for me.
Nothing.
Nothing. I'm very thankful for being here.
One question was propping up in my mind. So is there a possibility, or do you see in future human are born with better mindset so that they don't have to struggle with the chitta and all the time?
Study. You need to study, you need to watch your Shraddha. Study books of the great masters. If you study the books of the great masters, including Gita, Upanishad and all, you are also associating with the great masters. So right association, study up your own mind and energize yourself all the time. Never get depressed. Mind is distracted no matter. Again you try over and over again. Slowly it will come to your control. What we lack actually, in this pursuit, we do not work much. The problem is that we are too much busy with the worldly ambitions, worldly accomplishments, too much busy. Our mind is maybe 90% occupied with that. But in this pursuit, we don't work much. We must give some importance to it, you know. We must pay some importance to it so that we can give some time, whenever time comes, like Saturday. Today I will make 1 hour's meditation. Meditation will never be lost. Gita says it very nicely. Nyavikramanashosti prattavaya na vidyate shalpam pursha dharmashatrayate mahatavaya. Loss of effort is not there in this pursuit. And no contrary result. So, shalpam pursha dharmashatrayate mahatavaya. Even a little bit practice of this science of yoga makes you free from fear of death and fear of other things. So this is a great thing. Fear is a great thing. Fear is a tremendous thing. Fear is a tremendous thing to overcome. The most difficult pursuit, most difficult propensity is fear. Most difficult propensity is fear. And the fear, overcome fear. To overcome fear, virtually speaking, overcome fear, there is no other way except yoga. Except self-surrender to God, except yoga.
But the surrounding environments is so much, it puts everybody in such a way that they hardly get any time to think out of what is happening around them. So
It all depends on your awareness, my dear. Your awareness. Yesterday in the hospital, Dr. Kafle, Rishi Kafle, a very famous, good doctor, great doctor, he came and he watched everything to me, he checked and he said, Swamiji has no problem, nothing. Everything is in balance. Everything is balanced. Then I said, why I don't able to walk? That is up to you. If you practice more, you will walk. You have to eat some more substantial food, you work. But rest of the things that have to be checked in the body is all right. So the same thing happens, you know. If you pay some attention to it, well, we are talking, we are discussing, you are talking of your organization, people, but you know that my ideology is realization. So you must not let yourself go out of the track. That awareness will bring you. The main thing is awareness.
that's
Self-awareness. Like you are aware that I have a son, I have to make it highly educated or make it good for him, and you are dedicated in a way. Similarly, you should be dedicated in a way internally that my main purpose is not family, nor my son, nothing. My main purpose is to realize the Supreme. So I must follow the right way, right track.